Hey, it's your buddy back at you, James Barr. Haven't aged a day, have I? It's Wednesday, you know what that means? It's Hump Day, you know what that means? It's the new Humpday Update by James Barr, updating you on the week's most worthy news. Yeah? Are you with me? Can you feel it? We got a lot to cover this week, so here we go! Every time you enter that gangway, you get the sense that you're crossing over into a whole new world of fun. Well, I pulled that off the Carnival Cruise website. This week, 3,300 people were tugged back to the port of San Diego. They thought that they were going on a 4-day cruise down to Mexico! Woo! But it didn't turn out that way at all. In fact, after the first day, a fire broke out in the engine room, leaving the ship with no power or electricity. The toilets weren't working, the refrigerators went out, passengers had to eat peanut butter and Pop-Tarts and drink warm beer. They closed the pool, and I hear that the weather was just shitty. All 3,300 passengers were given a full refund and a free voucher for another Carnival cruise. And another family didn't get to return to a hot shower right away. No, they were whisked away to New York City so that they could appear the very next morning on CBS's early show. Here's what Ginger had to say about her experience. Ginger?
Considering the situation, everybody was pretty well behaved, and I think we all kind of made, lemonade out of lemons. What are you going to do?
Wow.
Did you know lemonade was invented by the Egyptians over 1,500 years ago?
Wow.
Paul Chambers, you remember him. Robin Hood, Airport, last January? Ring a bell? Paul was busted on Twitter for menacing behavior and terrorist activity. Paul was simply tweeting about his unpleasant experience he had being snowed in at the Robin Hood Airport. That is in Doncaster, near South Yorkshire, in England. Paul had the following tweet. Crap! Robin Hood Airport closed. You got a week to get your shit figured out. Otherwise, I'm blowing the airport sky high. Now, poor Paul, 27-year-old British man, has lost his job and he has lost his appeal against conviction. All for free speech? It was just a joke, he said. But now he has to pay a bunch of British pounds. However, he is making huge social networking status this week because supporters by the thousands have come out in his defense using the hashtag #IamSpartacus, which has set new Twitter records for the top trending search of all times. And now back to you, Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
Well, Yasser Arafat has died this week. He was known as the father and leader of Palestine nationalism. He was 75. And RuPaul had a birthday this week. She turned 49. Go RuPaul. And we've got 3 days left until a full moon. Look out, werewolves.
If anyone sees me like
We've got
this,
3 days until a full moon. There's a new pop star in Japan, and she'll be 16 forever because she's a virtual pop princess. That's right, the Japanese hologram, or Vocaloid, uses synthesizing technology and other black magic to create her. Hatsune Miku has been topping the Japanese charts this week and selling out shows left and right. And folks, you gotta see it to believe it. Look at these kids and their crazy waving glow sticks. Look out, Britney Spears, whose parents, Lynn and Jamie, are reportedly reconciling this week after a long drawn-out divorce. And here's something totally fascinating and interesting indeed. Years of speculation and anticipation have ended this week as Prince William, the heir to the British throne, ooh, that just sounds good, doesn't it? He said, hell yeah, I'm gonna marry that longtime girlfriend Kate Middleton. The deal was officially sealed when Prince William gave Kate Princess Diana's engagement ring made of sapphire and diamonds. And Prince Charles said he's delighted.
I'm delighted.
And if you think that Facebook could not possibly get any more awesomer than it already is, well, look out, because they just released a new messaging service, which is supposed to do exactly what everything else already does, but hell, I'll go for it. Let's go. And last but certainly not least, 2 new shows premiered this week on television. One is simply titled Conan. That's right, Team Coco returns to late night TV on TBS, but someone else got the higher rating. That's right, a whopping 4.9 million of you schmucks tuned in to see Sarah Palin's new reality show titled Sarah Palin's Alaska.
Like, holy
It
jeez.
premiered this week on TLC. Now, isn't that the Learning Channel? You tell me, what have you learned from this?
Okay, here I go. Here I go, Brian.
Okay, I'm ready for you.
I'm scared.
Excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's scarier than I thought. Holy jeez. It wasn't until we got closer and closer to Micho's rock that it started occurring to me how potentially dangerous this all was.
Join me every Wednesday on the Humpday Update, bringing you a week's worth of worthy news. James Barb. See you next time.